everyone, I'm Lindsay from Domer Home. Welcome to my channel, and I am super excited today to share with you all my $25 laundry room makeover. If you are new, I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any more beautiful and functional spaces on an extreme budget. And before we get started, this video is a part of the DIY and Decor Challenge hosted by Christina over at the DIY Mommy. I will have her channel and the playlist linked down below in the description box for you to check out. If you watched my home tour, which I will link above and also down below for you, you would know that the laundry room was very intense blue before, and it was dark and dingy. It was a dumping ground for all of my stuff during my move. I just kept shoving things in there because I wanted it out of the way and I had no place to put it. The open shelving in the laundry room was not practical at all. The two shelves were too deep and they jutted out too far from the wall and hit the washing machine. The open cabinets above the washer and dryer were also painted a very yellowy white, and there was a huge gap in between the washer and dryer and the back wall. The back door was also completely open, had no window treatments, and so my very close next door neighbor was able to always look into my laundry room, not like he did, but he was able to look into my laundry room whenever I turn on the light at night. So it is nighttime and I still want to work on this laundry room, but I don't want my very close neighbors to see in the window. And so I just took 2 trash bags and some painter's tape and made this really ghetto window covering. So to start with, as with any makeover and organization project, I removed all of the clutter from the room. I pulled it out and I gave the room a really good deep clean. So for my Christmas present, my mother and father-in-law removed the 2 shelves that were open shelving in the laundry room. They took them out and they installed 4 brand new shelves. My father-in-law also put a new shelf above the washer and dryer to help prevent anything from falling back there and also to make the laundry room supplies a little bit more accessible. So after the shelves were installed, I went through and gave everything a really good scrub down with my Young Living Thieves cleaner and some paper towels. I then gave the room 2 coats of Valspar Signature in the eggshell finish. The color is September Fog, and I had this paint left over from my gift closet organizational video, which I will link above. And let me tell you, the paint made such a huge difference. It just made the whole room really fresh, bright, and open. Alright, so I moved the washer and dryer out. I scooted them out. There are a lot of socks under here. Finding a lot of socks. I guess that is better than my old house, well, my first house, my townhouse, where I found all this underwear underneath the washer and dryer.
Oh, I want to take a break for cookies.
You want to bake some cookies?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you want to help me paint?
And a second, let's make some cookies first.
So I did have to purchase some new trim paint because I was almost out. I picked out a bright semi-gloss white from Valspar as well. However, it did not cost me anything out of pocket because I had a gift card. Now, as a little disclaimer, all of the drywall and trim should probably just be replaced because they're so damaged. However, that is not in the budget. I'm trying to keep it under $25. So while I was painting the trim, I just went ahead and painted over all of the open cabinets and all of the new shelves as well. I gave them 2 coats of the bright white semi-gloss paint. And then I went back over the cabinets and surfaces that I know I'm going to put stuff on a regular basis, and I put 2 coats of clear polycrylic to seal in the shelves and make them nice and durable. I used bins that I already owned for the open shelves above the washer and dryer, and these came from my old house. I used some mini chalkboards that I got for just a couple cents at an estate sale, and I painted the frames white, and I used those to label each of my bins. And since I didn't want to permanently glue them onto the baskets in case I changed my mind later, I just used a small piece of duct tape to adhere them to the inside of the basket.
What sticks on here?
It sticks on there?
Mm-hmm. Help me. I need some more tape.
I think you're fine.
I'm not. I'm decorating the laundry room.
You are?
I have to cover this.
No, you don't. I ordered a $6 roll of frosted window cling from Amazon. I was kind of kicking myself after I ordered it because I forgot I had an Amazon gift card, but it was only $6. So I will link the product that I used down below. A pro tip is to use a ton of water in a spray bottle, and I just use a plastic putty knife to smooth out any of the bubbles. It was a little tedious to install this, however, the end result is so worth it because I have so much privacy and it still lets in all of the natural light into the room. To hide all of the clutter on the open shelves, I used a tension rod and a white curtain that I already had, and these are from Selah's room in the old house. I used it in her closet, so I don't need to hang dry much when I do laundry. I'm pretty low maintenance when it comes to laundry, but I decided to replace the hooks that were already in the laundry room with something a little more pretty. So I thought the laundry room would be the perfect place to put my white expandable hooks that I got from a thrift store last year. I did give the hooks 2 coats of fresh white paint and 2 coats of clear polycrylic to seal it in and make them nice and durable as well. You're doing a fantastic job, Selah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I used another thrift store find to store all of my shout wipes. Shout wipes are amazing to you moms out there. I use them on my furniture, on my couch, on my rug whenever Selah has a little food spill, and it gets everything out so quickly and so easily. So the 2 remaining pieces of decor that I bought for the space were both splurge items for me. And the first item was this faux jadeite goblet from Hobby Lobby, and it was about $6.49. Another thrifted find that I decided would be a good fit for the laundry room was this little basket, and I had picked this up a couple years ago and I had used it in my pantry in the old house. I thought it was such a great size to store all of my dryer sheets. The laundry room needed a little bit of art, so I thought this would be the perfect place to put some scripture up. It is a personal goal of mine to memorize more scripture this year, and one way to do that is to just put it all over my house so that everywhere I turn, I have to look at it, I have to read it, and therefore I will memorize it. So I went through my Bible and selected 3 really short verses, and I put them on some Dollar Tree frames. And these Dollar Tree frames I got like 2 or 3 years ago, and 2 of them I had never opened up. So I was very happy to use them. And whenever I do laundry now, I can just read and recite these 3 verses to myself, and pretty soon, because I do laundry a lot, I'm pretty sure I will have them memorized in no time at all. I use a metal caddy which I hung on the wall to kind of corral all of my dryer lint so I don't have to come back and forth into the kitchen all the time to dispose of the dryer lint. And this was also a thrifted find I had picked up a few years ago, and I just put a little black chalkboard that I got from Michael's on it, and my aunt and uncle very generously gave me a handmade butcher block cutting board, and I believe it is walnut, but I used some butcher block oil and I finished it off, and it brought out such a rich, beautiful color in the wood. And I thought this piece would go great on top of my dryer. It not only covers the damaged metal on the top of my dryer, but it's also going to be a great place to fold clothes. The same butcher block top also adds a little bit of warmth to the space as well. On top of the butcher block, I added my second splurge item, which is this metal laundry sort of container, and I thought it was a little expensive. I went to Tuesday morning and picked it up for $9. It was more than I would spend on something like that, but when I looked on Amazon, I saw similar ones for $20 to $30, so I thought it was a good deal. I thought the mint green of the container would match perfectly with that jadeite glass. Next to it, I just placed a jar I already had. Originally, I believe it was from the Dollar Tree, and I just put some clothespins in it. Now this room is not perfect, but it is a whole heck of a lot better than it was before. There are still some things that I want to do to the space. I still want to paint the shutter doors that lead into the laundry room. I also want to completely replace that back door in the laundry room because it's pretty drafty. And the last thing I want to do is to add a rug to the laundry room. I have purchased rugs for like $5 before, so I'm trying to hold out for another good deal. But like I said before, everything is a million times better than it was. And just for good measure, let me give you a throwback and give you a reminder of what it looked like before. Alright, so let me show you how this space turned out for $25. Here is the after. Let's go check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching my $25 laundry room video. I hope that it inspired you guys to tackle a space in your home. You don't need a huge budget to make something functional and beautiful. You could do things on a very tight, very small, very extreme budget. All it takes is a little bit of planning and a lot of elbow grease and hard work. If you want to see more on how I organize all of the shelves and bins for only $5, please stay tuned for my next video. I'll go more into depth on all of the systems that I have in place in there. And so you don't miss that video, make sure you are subscribed and have your notification bell turned on. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.
Give my videos thumbs up.